Hello, my name is Colleen Sezzi, and I'm from the School Improvement Office at State Support Team 2. Today, I'm going to speak to you about how the Ohio improvement process applies to teacher-based teams. This video could be used to watch with your teacher-based team to set purpose. The Ohio improvement process includes 5 steps. Identify critical needs, research and select evidence-based strategies, plan for implementation, implement and monitor, and examine, reflect, and adjust. To support implementation of the Ohio improvement process, a district should establish and align core beliefs, set up collaborative teams, including teacher-based teams, building leadership teams, and a district leadership team, and also identify the key members on those teams and their responsibilities. The district leadership team, building leadership teams, and teacher-based teams all work together to implement the Ohio 5-step or Ohio improvement process. Teacher-based teams provide data and information to building leadership teams, who then provide collaborative data and information to the district leadership team. The district leadership team then provides feedback and guidance to the building leadership team. And the building leadership team provides feedback and guidance to each teacher-based team. Next, let's watch a video explaining how the Ohio improvement process can be used with teacher-based teams.
In the Ohio improvement process, we know that it's a cycle of inquiry, and we're trying to determine for ourselves what are the critical needs of students and what is the best approach for us to meet those needs. The TBT process is an excellent example of how to do that, to bring teachers together to discuss and collaborate where they're trying to go, how they think they should get there, and what practices are going to be the best practices to move them forward. In that TBT meeting, the very first thing that has to happen is clarity around what's required of students in the standard. That teacher clarity has a 0.75 effect size, and that's because once I'm clear about the requirements in the standard for students, I can then craft a plan and a strategy with my colleagues to get us there. And the strategy selection piece of that meeting, and that steps 2, 3, and 4 actually, the selection and implementation of the strategies, we need to research what are the practices that work best and for which students and at what points in the lesson. So it's a discussion that takes more than just a couple of minutes, but will save lots of time in the classroom because we're very purposeful, deliberate, and strategic about what we're doing, why we're doing it, and how we're doing it. Strategies that can be related to providing literacy for students, for mathematics, for science. There is research on all of that, and if we can discuss with our colleagues which strategies we're going to use and why for a particular target, then when we go into the classroom, we're ready. We have a plan, we've got a purpose, and we know where we're trying to go, and those strategies will be monitored to see if we're getting there and making the appropriate progress.
There are several benefits to working in a teacher-based team. Teacher-based teams create shared responsibility for every student. It provides an avenue of communication with the BLT and DLT. Working with the TBT supports improved instructional practices and differentiation in the classroom. It encourages the use of data-based decision-making, and also allows a dedicated time for teachers to collaborate, share ideas, and celebrate successes. Next, let's look specifically at what each step of the Ohio improvement process looks like for a teacher-based team. At step 1, the teacher-based team will collect student data and analyze student work relevant to that data. At step 2, the teacher-based team will research or perhaps renew an understanding of a research-based strategy. This should be guided by the building leadership team and district leadership team. At step 3, the team will establish shared expectations for that implementation. At step 4, the team will actually implement the strategies within the classrooms and monitor the progress regularly. At step 5, the team will collect, chart, and analyze post data. Next, let's watch a video of an actual teacher-based team discussing their use of the Ohio improvement process.
Georgetown Elementary second grade team discusses the benefits of collaboration. Greg Barlow, a consultant with State Support Team 14, leads a discussion with a team of second grade teachers. They relate how they work together to plan and deliver instruction and build the collective instructional capacity of the team.
So was there sharing of strategies between the 4 of you as far as what you were doing in your classrooms? You know, different.
We a lot of times will look at our chapter test scores for math or reading, whichever it is, and if someone has way better test scores, we'll say, what are you doing to get your to grow your students in this way, and we'll discuss that. And that might be the teacher that ends up with the lower group to make sure that they're teaching them with the best strategies that they can.
Okay.
So we have those collaborative conversations throughout the day, and, on a daily basis to make sure that we're all teaching with the same instructional strategies.
So the intensive group might be more manipulatives, just the basic.
Yeah. On the other side of it, it's good because we can also say, I'm not really sure about this skill. So many of my kids miss this skill. What did you do to get across to them?
Okay.
So even if I feel like I didn't do a good job at that certain skill, I'm comfortable enough to talk to my team and say, I need some help.
And for TBTs, your group is very respected in this building because of the fact that you're able to do that so well. But a lot of teams struggle. I work in different districts and different buildings. A lot of teams really struggle with that piece, that sharing and saying, I have trouble with this, or how did you do that? I mean, how do you go about, how do you focus your energies so that you're more like a cohesive team rather than just 4 individual teachers?
A lot of that had to do with building relationships personally between the 4 of us, and then that way we felt respected within our team to be able to say, hey, I can't teach money. I don't think that's my strong suit. Can I have another group? Or, I can't teach synonyms and antonyms, whatever it may be.
Okay.
Can I have something different? Or what strategies are you using to help me teach my kids better?
Yeah, and we've built those personal relationships. We know that when we walk in here, it's not judging each other or a competition for whose class does the best. It's more of these are our kids.
Yes.
We have to get them ready for 3rd grade, all of us working together. And that means that we have to identify what our strengths are and what our, areas for improvement are, and help each other out with that so that we can have a full group of kids ready for 3rd grade. Not just, this one class is fantastic. If only the other 3 could, it's not about a competition. They're our kids, and we look at them all as our kids, not just our own self-contained classroom.
So it truly is a team. You function as a team.
And the 3 of us, Deanne, Christina, and myself, have been very fortunate the last several years to be working together. And then just 2 years ago, Hannah was brought into our team and into the district, and we welcomed all of her ideas. And it's put a fresh perspective, and it's kind of almost recalibrated our team to the next level. So it's been a true benefit to have those new experiences and ideas brought into us as well.
And it's
you're
about
building.
being open. You have to
Sure.
be open to ideas, and let's just try it, see if it works. It might not, we might fall flat, but let's try something new because what we're doing isn't working.
Well, your building level principal complimented you early in the year. They said that all 4 of you leave your egos at the door, which I think that's a true compliment. And that's what it takes to have that team approach.
We're not perfect by any means, and we come to the table and we know that we're not perfect, but we can learn more from each other with that mindset.
Correct.
Learn more at www.ohioleadership.org or on Twitter @OHEdLeadership.
In this case, we just watched a grade level team for a teacher-based team of teachers who work together and all taught second grade. But teacher-based teams may look many different ways. For example, instead of a grade level team, you may see a vertical team of teachers that teach different grades, but share the same students over years, working together on a teacher-based team, such as grades 3, 4, and 5 working together. You may also see subject area teams, for example, a group of math teachers working together on a team. Or you could see cross-content teams, for example, all teachers who teach 8th grade but different subjects working together on a team. Regardless, all instructional personnel should be on a teacher-based team that works with the students that they support. In summary, your teacher-based team working together with the building leadership team and also working together with the district leadership team to implement the Ohio improvement process will lead to positive student outcomes. Thank you so much for watching my video today. If you have any further questions or requests for additional professional development, please feel free to reach out to all of us or any of us at State Support Team 2 in the School Improvement Office. Have a wonderful day.